And welcome back to the channel. On this video, I want to talk about e-bikes getting a bad rap. And what I mean by that is there's a couple of things that go into play on this. One is the rider themselves. I mean, we all have to respect the road, the trail, whichever we're riding on, and just as a car does, or anybody else that's sharing the road. But just like car drivers, e-bike riders, some of them do not respect the people that are on the road sharing it with them. So, but the one thing I don't like is that everyone gets thrown under the same umbrella because somebody else is riding recklessly, crazily. They think all e-bikers, some, I'm not saying all, think that we're the bad guys. And I mean, sometimes it's government too, because of the laws they make, but they say, okay, since e-bikes are doing this or doing that, we're all to blame, and let's just go after the e-bikes no matter what, right? But I gotta tell you that there's many instances where I'm doing everything proper, that I think, you know, abiding by the law, respecting the road and everyone on it, and yet the people around me aren't. But because I'm riding an e-bike, it's going to be, well, you know, you're the one that's the problem, even if I'm not the one causing the problem. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about is traditional cyclists, and with respect to trails, shared trails, ones that are shared public trails with pedestrians, cyclists, joggers, you know, everyone. And hello. And there's been times when a cyclist, a traditional cyclist, will be coming down the road or the trail and blow right by me, you know. And there's a speed limit on those trails, and sometimes the trails have like blind spots where you're going around a curve and you can't see who's coming around there. And I'm always ready for somebody walking around there as I'm riding toward them, or I'm riding toward them walking in the same direction as me. And because I don't know who's on the trail, it's pretty quiet, right? Even these bikes are quiet, and you can't hear them coming, just like a traditional cyclist. But I've had times when the cyclist, the traditional cyclist, will just blow right by me. Like, we're talking like really fast. Like, I'd say twice as fast as I'm going. They're just blowing right by me. And they don't have any regard for anything, it seems like. They're just darting in and out. But yet, if something were to happen between myself and that cyclist, you know who's going to be to blame. Because I'm riding the electric bike, I'll get the finger pointed at me. So I just wanted to stick up a little bit for the traditional, or for the e-bikers and e-bikes. Like, I'm not saying everybody is Cinderella or anything, right? But it's not just the e-bikers. I mean, there's other traditional cyclists that are, in my eyes, I've seen far worse. I got to tell you that most of the e-bikers that I've seen around me ride very respectfully, and I don't see problems like that. I remember an instance last year where this young teenager, he's probably 14 or 15, was riding an electric bike. He was riding a Saran, actually. And I was going this direction. He was coming toward me, and he blew right through the stop sign. Didn't even look. He was carrying a gallon of milk. So he had one hand on the handlebar of the bike and one hand holding the milk. He just blew right. He didn't even look. Did not even look. I think I have a short video I made out of that one just to show that. And he was going at a pretty good clip. And it was in this very neighborhood here, where the speed limits are 20 to 25 miles an hour. And he, I'm sure, was going faster than that. Even if he wasn't going faster than that, there's no reason to not stop, or at least slow down. Like come to a almost stop and look. He did not even take one head turn. He just went right on directly ahead, like you know, like it didn't even exist in his world. So things like that. Now that was on the road though, mind you, that was not on a trail, but it doesn't matter. You got to respect the road just as much as you respect the trail. The other one is people that are, I would say, the other one you got to watch out for is the ones that are on the trails that are jogging or walking, and they have earbuds in. And yeah, you can, you know, you can do that, or you can ring the bell if you got a bell on your bike. And they might hear my horn because it's extremely loud, but if you got a bell, they're probably not going to hear you. And you say, you know, on your left, they're not going to hear that because they got their earbuds in. And they're wandering about. The other one is to watch out for little kids that, you know, aren't, like I'm talking really young kids that are kind of walking all over, you know, they're not in a straight line kind of thing. So you got to be careful of that. And also dogs. I've had dogs chasing balls and coming around a corner or whatever, and you don't know, you know, they're coming at a good clip running after that ball. They're not thinking about bikes or anything else coming toward them. So that's another one to watch out for. But yeah, what I'm saying is that it's not just the e-bikes. Yeah, there's some shenanigans going on with e-bikes, no doubt. But I can tell you that there's just as many, if I've seen, or more, I think I've seen more actually, of regular traditional bikes doing wrong than I've seen e-bikes, at least in my area here. Let me know in the comments if you've seen similar incidents of the traditional bikes just blowing right by you. Even on the road, it doesn't matter if it's on the road or a path. I've had them blow right by me many times. And sometimes there's a whole flock of them, right? Like it's a group ride and they're going pretty quick. But, and the other one, like I say, is the earbuds in, and you can't even communicate with the people to let them know, hey, I'm right behind you, going around you. They're like in their own world with their earbuds, so. But I just feel sometimes that e-bikes get a bad rap. And, you know, just because there's a few out there, but there's more than a few that I've seen of traditional bikes too, and just pedestrians, joggers, not paying attention either. So we all need to pay attention and watch what we're doing and get along with each other. And, yeah. It makes for a more fun, pleasant ride, jog, walk, whichever you're doing. And a more safe one too. All right, well that's going to do it for this video. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, thank you very much. Just hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified as to when the next video comes up on the channel, just hit that notification bell. And if you want to comment, maybe you have a story to tell about traditional cyclists or joggers or something that you've seen happen maybe multiple times. You maybe share your story in the comments below. And if you've seen any other video on the channel that you'd like to comment on, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. Once again, thank you for joining me on this video. And until next time, be safe everyone, and keep your wheels on the road. See you later.